Hi. Good morning, everyone. It's such a blessing to be up here, and it's so nice to see such beautiful people in such a beautiful occasion. Thank you all for being in this time and place to celebrate these rare and cherished moments that we'll have forever with loved ones. Now, I've written this speech now 4 or 5 times. First, it was meant for the audience of professors and faculty members. But then another draft was written for the ears of my closest friends, but they still don't understand my jokes, so that was no good. So going back and forth on what I wanted to say in 5 minutes in front of probably 6,000 really good-looking people, I think I ended on something. I pictured that I had a friend here who knew my ups and downs, who knew what I was good at, what I was bad at, who knew me inside and out. So I designed this speech to be a conversation at the coffee table. Early morning, maybe 5 or 6 a.m., waiting for that low tide to hit for a possible morning surf. So here it is, a short summary of what I hope many of you could relate to for our time here at UCSB. One thing I realized is that, learning never stops. For example, I realized that I used to put 2 to 3 packets of sugar with 1 or 2 teaspoons of creamer in my coffee every morning. Something that I have recently learned to appreciate is straight black coffee. The kind that makes you just send it straight to the bathroom. Straight to the bathroom. Right after that first sip. So guys, it's kind of like this double win situation because, now I know not to start my day without hitting the old porcelain bowl. Because we wouldn't want an emergency situation out on the UCSB bike paths during passing period, because we got to get to class. I also came here thinking that I could excel in academics the same way I did in high school. No. No studying until the day before the exam, taking some practice exams for mental reassurance, and then call the boys and see if they're playing Xbox, so I could feel better about how little I studied for this exam. So with this high school mentality, I sent it right to Dr. Price's General Chemistry 1A midterm 1. Oh, so below average. And I didn't take it as a wake-up call either, so I also bombed the next 2 quizzes. So, depressed and sort of bummed about my grades, I found motivation for school in the strangest of places. And I completely believe in this 100%, and I'm serious when I say this. At the time of my poor academic achievement, star basketball player Kobe Bryant, he tore his Achilles tendon, and I kind of saw this as a sign. I grew up watching Kobe. The ferocity, the determination, the belief to be better than the person you were yesterday, the belief to be the best version of yourself every day. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what this is? It's the Mamba mentality. I applied the Mamba mentality to school. Kobe Bryant's work ethic on the basketball court, I applied it into the classroom. And it worked. It worked. Getting the grades I wanted and finishing the quarter strong was like winning championship rings. For in this mentality, if you're not in it to win it, then why be in it at all? after a while, this went on. Academics wasn't the same for me, though, really. Class was no longer for learning, rather a competitive battleground for numbers and scores. It clouded my judgment in how I presented myself. It clouded my judgment in how I treated others, and it clouded my judgment in how I treated myself. And, this year, I surfed more than I ever had at UCSB. I see the boys from Devs out here in campus. What's up? I've learned this year that my back foot needs to be further back on the tail of the surfboard, and that I need to open up the shoulder in which I turn with to get that maximum torque on the rail. In addition, I've met and made so many friends, wonderful, beautiful people in the loving and welcoming community of Isla Vista. I used to live in this old lady's back house in Goleta, my boy Ryan, and this is actually my first year in Isla Vista, full year, so it's been an amazing process. In addition, I've somewhat learned what the definition of empathy is. After spending a year living with the lovely 6 ladies of 6511 Del Playa Unit 2, which are all right there. All of these achievements, either personal or academic, these are just a few things I cherish the most. These are things that I learned during my final year at UCSB, that learning really doesn't stop, and it can't stop, and it won't stop. I'm running short on time here, and I didn't plan too many jokes. I had plenty of other jokes, but had to keep it rated PG-13, I think, up here. So there are a few people I need to thank for helping me, helping this impatient, trigger-happy, amateur to mediocre level Huntington Beach surfer to get to where he is today. To doctors Morgan Gaynor, Thomas Even, and Scott Hodges. He's that handsome man in the back with the blue eyes and that little puppy right there in the blue shirt. Your genuine interest in your course material and love for teaching inspired me immensely. And I hope that students in the future are just as blessed to be your students. Zachary Cabin and Angie Ballerini, who's also back there, you guys are the best scientists I know, and in all aspects. So keep doing what you're doing. To my beloved family, especially my mom, dad, and brother, which are right here. To my mom and dad, likewise with the previous speaker, I'm first generation here. Parents arrived on a boat, and I maximized on opportunities, and it's because of that. So thank you. To my housemates, the ladies over here, and then, likewise, Sean and Billy that are over here. There are so many things I could probably be sorry for, but let's keep it to the thank yous here. Thank you for everything. And finally, my best 2 friends, Ryan Schoenbaum and Haley Simon. Thank you for always being there when I needed you guys the most, through all the ups and downs and the good and bad days. You guys will always be my first friends from UCSB, and we sent it. So, hey, congratulations today, guys. I love it. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day with your families. And yeah, hope it's get a picture with all you guys. Sick.